Hello everyone, welcome back to the course of control systems. So in this video we are going to see the classification of systems. So as we have seen in the previous video, the system is defined as the group of components connected together to perform a specific function. So we have seen already two classifications that are open loop system and closed loop system. So apart from these, basically the systems, when we go for controlling the process of systems, we need to have the knowledge of how systems are classified basically. So the first we have here is single input and single output systems. So the system is actually processed with applied input, that is R of t. R of t is the mathematical representation of input signals we apply, and the response we receive from the system when we apply the input is C of t. So generally the systems are dynamic when we go for real-time systems. So the dynamic means time is the independent variable, but all other variables which are associated with the systems are depending on time. So the variable will vary with respect to time. Mathematically we can visualize a dynamic system as a mapping from R of t to C of t, that is applied input to response we receive, that is the input we apply and the output. So output is nothing but the function of the input, the system processed the input apply. So we know that the single input single output system is nothing but the input we have here is the single value, that is single scalar input we have in the system, and the output is also scalar value. In case of multiple input multiple output systems, there are several inputs applied, and by the way we have several outputs, and these inputs and outputs to the systems are vectors. So SISO having scalar values, scalar input and scalar output, and MIMO having the vector inputs and corresponding vector output values. So the next classification of a system we have here is linear and non-linear system. A system is said to be linear when it obeys the superposition principle and homogeneity. So the superposition principle states that when we have a system and we apply, say we apply R1 of t to the system and get the output response as C1 of t, and to the same system we apply another input R2 of t and the corresponding response we get C2 of t. So when we apply the weighted sum of inputs, the addition of both R1 of t plus R2 of t, and the response we get the same way, like C1 of t plus C2 of t, the weighted sum corresponding to the individual inputs applied. So it actually states that the output of a system due to weighted sum of inputs be equal to weighted sum of output corresponding to the inputs applied separately. The output of a system due to the weighted sum of inputs, that is C1 of t plus C2 of t is the output of the system when we applied weighted sum of inputs. So the weighted sum of individual outputs are equivalent to the system response when the weighted sum of inputs are applied. By the same way, when the input is applied, that is R1t applied with the constant, and we get the output response is also with the constant same multiplied with a, and the weighted sum of inputs A1 R1 of t plus A2 R2 of t, producing the response as first response equivalent to A1, that the coefficient of the first input, and the second response A2, the coefficient that is corresponding to the second input. So on the whole, we say the system is said to be linear when it obeys the principle of superposition and homogeneity. If the system is not obeying this superposition and homogeneity, then the system is said to be non-linear system. The next classification of systems are time variant and time invariant. So if the parameters of the systems are varying with respect to time, then we say the system is time varying system, and if the parameters are not varying with respect to time, we say the time invariant system. Say for example, we have a system and the input applied to the system is, say, a step input signal. R of t is step input signal. If the system responds like this with some oscillations, and after sometimes with delay, when the system is applied with the same input, that is with some delay, we say that is t, and the response of the system which is similar to the input when we applied before, which is similar to this, and there is no changes, that is the parameter does not vary with time. That is, even after some delays of the time, if the system produces the same response of the same input we applied before, then the system is said to be time invariant system. If the response of the system y of t is the function of the input applied, say s of r of t, and after sometimes with delay, if the input is applied with like r of t minus t with t times delay, then the output response is also, that is, if there is no change even after applying the same input with some delay, if we get the corresponding output, then the system is said to be time invariant. And if the response of the system is not similar to the previous one, like instead of having the response like this, we have some other responses this way, the system is said to be a time variant system. So these are the basic classification of systems we have to know in control systems. So in the further we will consider all these systems. So the combination of the system which are both satisfying the superposition principle and homogeneity, and the response of the systems are not varying with time, so then the system is said to be linear time invariant system. But if the system is linear and varying with respect to time, then it is said to be linear time variant system. So we will have the analysis of linear time invariant system in further studies. Thank you.